So this is a question on packet 1. It's number 16 on page 19. And it brings up a point that might be confusing to most of you, and it's definitely going to come up on the exam. So how does it work? We have this performer class who has act and perform. We have singer, that's a subclass of performer. Singer is a performer, and it also overrides act and overrides perform, right? So then we create a performer.p, or performer p is equal to new singer, which means performer defines which methods are available to use, and singer defines where those methods are defined, and we're running p.act. Okay. So since the methods are defined, well, first of all, since the act method is in performer, right, it's right here, this is valid, right? And if you want to think about this, you can move down the hierarchy, but you cannot move up the hierarchy, right? So since performer is above singer, this is valid. If we had singer here, performer here, we would be moving up the hierarchy, and that would not compile because of the way the Java compiler was built. It's built assuming that the child class contains methods that are unique to that child class, which means that if you tried to call that method, that unique method, you would not be able to find a definition in performer. So, okay, so that's good, right? So that's going to compile. And then we run p.act. Well, we look at performer, it's available, great. And we look in singer for the implementation. And it's going to print rise. And then it's going to run super's act. So it's going to jump up here to the super, run act, and it's going to print bow. And then it's going to run perform. Now here's what the question is, right? The question is does it run performers perform? Or does it run singers perform, right? My first thought would be, man, it should probably run performers perform since we're in the performer class here, right? So print act. And then it would finish the act method, and then we would come back here to the super's act, and we would print encore, right? So that's number B, right? And then you go ahead and dump into the compiler, and we get this, right? So that's not what it does, dude. When it runs perform right here, it's as if you're running perform from the object P, right? And so if you're running perform via the object P, well, the definition is here in singer. So right here on this perform, it's running the implementation found in singer, which prints out aria, comes on back, ends the act method, comes back to act in the parent class, and then prints out encore, and then finishes act, and then this instruction set is done. So the answer here is A. Remember this.